Yep. No, that's cool. We had to mute that for a second. Mr. Clack was talking about how fluffy my brother is.
Yeah, man, it really does add 10 pounds, if not 50.
I mean, it's what makes me look healthy.
True.
So
makes him look buff. Why does he get buff?
I buy smaller shirts.
He buys smaller shirts and he knows what a gym is.
I buy smaller shirts.
Hey,
True,
that hits
probably.
us both.
Yeah, it really does.
So, we'll wait a moment. Let some people tap in. I see Wintus is already saying hi.
Oh,
what's up, Winters?
Oh, she's excited for Kevin. We're second fiddle here. She has one favorite Berryhill, and that's him.
That's really surprising.
So you're in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Odessa, Midland.
There was a football movie that came out. Was it
Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Permian Panthers. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Permian.
Varsity Blues was actually out of Odessa. Then quite a few others.
That's the one of like, you want to win, put Booby in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Sunday or Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
It's an entire culture there. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't. Those movies weren't exaggerating the drama that goes on. They were exaggerating a lot of the romance of it. Like, yeah, you're going to be a great football star. No, you're getting driven to the ground. Hell, when you were in high school, didn't you have a kid die doing exercises?
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah.
They will literally run you into the ground harder than any football or NFL team will.
I mean,
yeah.
They don't expect you to be there for a long time. They got 4 years out of you. They're going to run you.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the fear with your son?
Well, I'm not going to let that happen.
Exactly. But I mean, that's the fear that these coaches want to do that.
Yeah. But a lot of coaches don't have parents that actually played football and actually played sports, and they know what, like what it really takes. So that's the one advantage that he has. Like, I played football in high school and college, and even semi-pro, and ran track at a high level, just like my son. But I'm not going to let him be, anybody's workhorse to make. I'm not doing that.
Right. So Kevin's worked on the oil fields. You've been a semi-pro athlete, and you're hardened to that. I've been a soldier. I think there's one thing the three of us can all agree on, and that is pain is just cartilage leaving the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't stand up anymore without sounding like snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh yeah, in my good knee, I've had 5 surgeries on my left knee, and my good knee pops when I walk. The one that hasn't been touched. You know what I mean? So
I just had a double hernia surgery less than 2 months ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've got people tuning in. I don't think they want to hear us bitch, moan, and complain about our bodies. But it's a good warm up.
I want to talk about Eric getting the.
What's that?
How did you feel with your first experience?
Do I still have the text messages?
Was it everything you dreamed of?
No, it felt like it was just moments away from a fight. And I will say this. I don't like what they were doing to the man, Mr. Mays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but I think I have a little bit more principles on how I would treat my enemy, because he doesn't have part of the table. He's just sitting out on the end. If I was to be up against him, I would want him to have every advantage I have, because he is voted in just like everybody else. He should have his spot at the table. Then he's getting called out for the stuff that everybody else is doing. I don't find that right.
I didn't give you background on that. So they censured him for calling, for 30 days for foul language, for saying asshole.
He said fuck too.
Yeah,
when he was walking out.
Yeah,
like, every fucking meeting he said that a couple times too.
Yeah, but their language
he wasn't on the.
Yeah, their language was specifically geared toward asshole.
Okay.
Conduct unbecoming of a City of Flint council member, and yet, the woman sitting next to him that was chairing the meeting
Yeah.
has gone out of her way to cuss out pastors and
Pastor Thompson.
Pastor Thompson and other religious figures without naming names. Like she just all those church folk and yada yada, and like shots fired, as she said. Like nothing happened to her. Eva Worthing. That was the lady on the right that I was making fun of her appearance.
On the opposite end of area.
Yeah. The rather.
Yeah.
Look, I can't go a day without telling jokes about this woman. The one that looked like a dog wouldn't play with her unless mom tied a pork chop around her neck. I know. Anyway, she's gotten up and twice stood over Tanya Burns. She's got a show here. Yeah. You've seen me talk about her a lot. Stood over her, balling her fist, about to swing on her.
Daring her to get up. Telling her to get up.
With cops there, knowing that they would arrest Tanya first because cops happen to be on someone else's payroll.
Well,
and nothing happened to her.
I just find it wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you guys handle it. I would just not show up to meetings right now. Let them, because they're going to do whatever they want to do right now. And once it becomes re-election time, make sure none of them are ever seen up there again.
I think that there are going to be a couple people that's going to be replaced here in a couple of months. Anyway, I personally, that's what I think. I think that people are tired of what's going on. People are starting to wake up. A lot of people, thanks to 810, thanks to other people like Art Woodson is coming with facts every time he opens up his mouth. Mm-hmm. Thanks to, Tanya Burns and everybody else that come to speak in facts. I just think that people are starting to wake up. People are tired of seeing what's going on. The adults in the room, the adults that are supposed to be in charge and making the rules, break the rules and act like kids. Mm-hmm. People are tired of that.
Like we've got, well, not we, because I have no part of this, but the city of Flint as a community has recalls in on the second ward councilwoman.
The first one.
Yep. Someone I think is dropping 3 individual recalls on Mr. Mays. I don't understand why she did 3 instead of just one blanket statement with all of her grievances. I don't know. It's her money. It's her paper. I didn't grow the damn tree. There's one on Judy Priestley. There's one on Dennis Pfeiffer.
And Eva.
Is there one on Eva?
Yeah.
Yep, and one on Eva Worthing.
Yep.
So we may be without a few of those council members sooner rather than election season. It'd be nice to just see people who can sit down, disagree civilly, and say, look, I don't agree with you. I respect you as a human. Let's move on with the business.
Civilized argument. But what happens when the feds are going to get involved?
They already are.
We've been praying that we'd see some more overt Fed action.
Well, you're getting the news coverage. Eventually, the wrong person's going to watch that. And eventually, it's now going to be out of the locals' hands, out of the counties, out of the states. And they're just going to.
We don't really get the real news that gets covered, though.
Yeah.
The real news doesn't get covered. Like, if it's not, like, that's why I like 810 and Winters and even Tanya, because if there's a shooting and Tanya's awake, Tanya's going to be there. She's going to let you know, that this is going down, and she's going to go live and she's going to say what's going on. You don't see Channel 12 and Channel 5 and, you 66 or you don't see the big main news outlets. You don't see them coming to report like they used to do, or like they would do in a regular. That's because my best guess is the mayor or the administration would like it to appear as if the crime is down.
I mean, you want to control the votes, you control the information.
Right. But there's no way. Have you ever heard a gun with a switch go off?
A gun with a switch?
Oh, yeah.
A Glock
with a switch that turns it into from a semi-automatic to a fully automatic, and it sounds like what are they called? What are those? Gatling gun? What are the ones that? Minigun. It sounds kind of like a minigun. Yeah, it's like it's like that.
No, not particularly.
Yeah, you can replace part of the back, part of the slide with a 3D printed block, and it'll allow you to take from safe to barn raising all the way to Rumspringa and drop the whole mag.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna hit anything.
I showed you the bullet holes in my in-laws' house, Kevin. You're not going to hit where you're aiming at. But a lot of the time, it isn't about hitting who you're aiming at. It's more about the show. And if it happens to hit other people, their houses, I mean, how many kids have we had around here just victims via collateral damage
We just
of
had
a
a
lot of this
12-year-old
bullshit?
girl at a party the other day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was another that's somebody got hit in the back of the head. You know what I mean? Like this is, it's not, the crime is not down.
No.
It's not down. If my best guess would be up 30-40%.
And
Well, I was talking with the lady at CC's Pizza
Mhm.
because we had a wrong order.
not CC's. We don't have them up here.
Oh, Will Caesar.
Yeah.
She was extremely nice. I was asking about the glass and everything because a little bit overkill, and she's like, "No, that club down the street, which I won't name,
Rubes.
I was about to say, okay.
It gets so violent. We've had to close hours early. It's becoming a problem for the entire fast food industry over there that we're going to need to cut back." There was a question asked to you, Mr. Clack.
Really?
Michael Clack, do you hear about the Dole Rider was broken into by kids?
No.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know that. That's well. Who? Where's that question?
That was from Melissa. I'm not going to.
Oh, I see it up there. Okay.
Miss Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, how you doing? No, I did not know that, but I will find out. No, I did not. I know that kids broke into Brownell and Holmes and they took a bunch of laptops. I know that, and I know that we've got, the Flint Police is, they're doing everything out. Thanks to Officer Fry and and her partner Officer Hewley, they're doing what they can do to get our. I don't know about the computer; they might be gone, but to get the kids that broke, the kids, 6th, 7th grade, 12 years old, went through the roof.
Mission Impossible style?
Yeah, and they spray painted the cameras. They had on ski masks. Like, what 12-year-old?
They watching too many movies.
They watched Spy Kids one too many times.
But at the end of the day, to have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
So no, I did not know.
We did want to thank you, Melissa, for bringing that up.
Thank you.
So back to Mr. Clack's point.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's beautiful. Like, it's not beautiful. It's nice that you eventually found out. I mean, unless it was like last night, then of course information takes time to get to you.
Oh yeah, no,
it has to go through the administrative side to get to your legislative side.
Yeah, no, I just I take my role very seriously. Like, I got a call about 3:00 in the morning last Thursday that Northern High School was on fire. I was over there. I'm not the police. I'm not a fireman.
People are going to have questions, and the best way for you to answer them is seeing what you can.
Right.
But
plus, you need to assess the damage, have a plan going for it in the morning. You're a good a person good at their job already prepares for what's going to happen, and you're already ready for the next day.
I took it like it was my building, like I owned it, like it was my property, like, which is, but I take this very seriously, I really do.
But to get to your point about crime being up and the way that they can report it being down.
Wait a minute.
It was last night.
That was her cussing out Pastor Thompson is no different than Winters dropping the F-bomb with that same pastor turned in 81 News Media Group. She even cusses with her mom and the first lady turned in. Okay, well, I don't.
One's an elected position. One's literally watched just for her opinion.
Right.
I'm sorry, if you're going to censor a man for saying asshole, then maybe you should, what's the term? Like, he who is without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah.
And so.
Here's the thing.
My bad.
This is my thing, though. Like, I don't so much have a problem with Eric cursing, because if you watch city council meetings or school board meetings all across the country, if even if you watch, some of the senators, some of the Congress people, sometimes they swear, but you don't have Congress people getting up trying to fight people, though.
Anymore. I wish more would, be honest with you.
Well, Personally, it doesn't. There's no place for that to me in the meeting setting. Now, if you got a problem, you want to see somebody for some hand-to-hand combat, then see him after the meeting or outside
Yeah.
of the meeting. You know what I mean? Don't let that shit come on. You know, don't let it be all on. So now everybody in Texas can see us. You know what I mean? Or everybody in Georgia can see us. Acting the fool at our city council meetings. That's the part I don't like.
Yeah.
That's the only part about Eric cussing and leaving. That's the only part I don't care about anything else. But now the rest of the country is seeing Eric with the point of order and that he's getting his popularity, but they're also seeing the foolishness that takes place at our meetings. You know what I mean? And that pisses me off.
As they say down in Texas, don't show your ass to the rest of everybody else. You show it at home, then you look presentable when you go out.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
keep your ass in your pants.
You're about to have Brandon Herrera of all people run for your senator. I'm actually very happy about that. I'm a huge fan. There's going to be a lot more cussing going on in Congress, and I'm pretty sure the term Darwin Award is going to be dropped at least 3 times during his tenure. It's going to be great. But let's get back to the crime. So the reason they can say crime is down without lying is they're going off of statistics, and they change the way that those statistics are recorded and what calls they will actually answer. So most of those get shunted off either to the sheriff's department or to Michigan State Police. So Flint City Police aren't responding as much, and a lot of those crimes either go, say, if it goes to the sheriff, tallied in under Genesee County crime, or if it's Michigan State Police under Michigan crime.
So they just don't do the borders.
Oh, they do, but they're very selective in which crimes that the Flint City Police are going to react to.
No, the borders is anything within this border, any call.
No, it's
part of the crime rate.
It's by police agency.
Oh,
now you have outside observers. I put this graphic up a while ago. Someone tried telling me that the crime was down, and I sent this infographic, and I said, please don't lie to me for Neely. And it showed Flint as one of the top, I want to say, 20 most violent countries, most dangerous countries, or cities in the country.
What's bad is everybody I ran into has been polite. Mm-hmm. It feels kind of like home. Well, I mean, everybody...
Except there's these tall green things here, and sometimes water comes from the sky.
Bite me.
But all the people that's doing all the, right now, they're still asleep. They just got to bed not too long ago. You know what I mean? So if you got out at 3, 4 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning, but I can't say that because the other day I was riding down over in the 6th Ward. Mm-hmm. I was cutting through to get to my parents' house, and I don't even know what kind of car it was. Even if I did, I wouldn't say. But there's a car with 4 dudes with ski masks and shirts tied over their heads that jumped out with, long guns and whatever. And this was, I don't know, 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this was in the 6th Ward. This is, it goes down everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
he got nice up close and personal with the 3rd Ward yesterday. His biggest problem was having my daughter navigate for him to get to my niece's house, who lives in the 3rd Ward. So you got to see how the 3rd Ward's looking. What was your impression, bud?
Infrastructure. It just needs infrastructure.
How many tarps did you see on roofs? How many buildings did you see devouring themselves? How many yards did you not know were yards until, you're...
Oh, I did not know a house was a house until I thought it was just a forest, little park type thing. No, there was a house behind there. But a whole bunch of... I'm really not getting the tarps over houses. You guys were hitting at you guys can't build or repair stuff?
No, you can't rebuild.
Yeah.
So you can repair your house if you have the money, which there's not a lot of that floating around Flint.
Well, it's not floating around in a lot of people's pockets.
Yeah, okay, it's not flowing around in the general population's pockets, right? No, so if your house burns down to the ground, you cannot rebuild it. They played with the zoning, and now they say these lots are too small. You've been hanging out in my house for a week now. This is it's not big, granted, it's not luxurious, but it's enough for a family, a mom and dad to, or however your family's structured, to raise 2 or 3 children.
Yeah.
Not luxurious, but it's enough. It was enough for the last generation. The generation before that, most of these homes were built in the 1920s. That is at least 3 generations worth of growing up in these homes. And now suddenly they're too small.
Well,
That's why I've got 4 lots, 2 on either side of my house, that no one wants because you can't do nothing with it unless you have my house, and then you just extend your yard.
Well, here's the question I got. It's not per the people. What about the companies? I mean, that's got to shut down a lot of mom and pop shops, a little
Different
DIYs, and but no, it's still going to kill a lot of companies that were hoping to get the rent review for building that house or fixing this up, or it doesn't make sense to me. You're literally losing out on taxpayer money.
I don't want it.
We can go down. I can take you down a number of streets that's in the first ward: Holbrook, Home Avenue, York, North Street, and those streets up there. There are entire blocks, no houses, one house on the block, overgrown trees. Like Trevor, remember we took you up there? Like that's how we got close with that day. But that was the same day that they found those 2 boys in the house fire, May 28th of 2022. That was the same day.
First day I met Mr. Mays.
Yep,
First day
he was in the store across the street.
Yep.
So like I could take you on some of those streets, and it's like you could, like, even me. I'm from here, born and raised here, and that's like, how can people live like this? How they're forced to live like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. And if you're an elected official, and you can drive down the street like that and then not hit you right in the heart, you don't need to be here.
While we're talking about streets, I figured out one ward, and he finds this extremely funny. I can tell one ward from the others because
that wasn't a ward. That was a street. So we were coming back from Williams yesterday. Took him to sight in his Wish.com AR. I'll explain that one later. The damn thing, no 2 pieces came from the same rifle. It is just cobbled together piece of shit.
No, and actual parts came from Wish.com.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, so we sighted this thing in, and we start coming home. I decide I don't want to wait for traffic. So we go through Burton, and nice, smooth street. And then the second we hit the city of Flint, boom! I thought I lost a tire again.
But can't remember that. But there's a couple of really nice roads here in Flint, but only a couple.
Yeah, the ones that lead out of town.
The Miller Road is okay. Let me see. What's another road that's okay?
But I mean,
they redid. What is that? Hamilton. Is that Hamilton? They redid parts of that. I don't know. They're doing a little bit. But I just happened to ask the other day. I was on the phone with Dr. Weaver, and I asked her, who's the person that is in charge of making sure that the construction is done and up to code? And DuPont, my bad. Yeah. So, and she said it would be the DPW director or whatnot. The same person that we don't have. We don't have that person that oversees.
Isn't our city manager?
That's why you
right
guys
now?
don't have a lot of road construction.
Right. So here's the thing. The ironic part about that is right in front of the mayor's, what is it, the office? I'd be wanting to say his hangout, but his office, right there on, what is that, Dayton and Welch or Dayton and Clio. There's a big pothole right there, and they fixed it, and it's messed up. And they fixed it, and you know what I'm talking about? Right there in front of the corner store. So they fixed it, and it's messed up. They fixed it, and it's messed up. They blocked traffic off, and it's messed up. You know what I mean? And it's like, who is the person that rides around in the truck and says, this ain't done right? Do it again. You know what I mean? Like, we're wasting materials because we're going to have to come back out here in a couple of months and do this shit all over again. Who is that person? We need them.
Yeah.
We need that person.
I thought city council was really only for making sure the infrastructure was Correct. Water, power, roads, and to take care of kind of like zoning issues. Why
The
does your
budget,
city?
they have to approve the
Yep.
budget for the city.
Budget.
Yeah.
Why does your city or council have so much power? It
Well,
seems like
it's 5 of them. It's 6 of them.
So most cities are like this, Kevin. It's just most cities, they're either all in lockstep, or they don't think outside of, okay, I really don't like this person, so their ward's getting nothing. And it causes a lot of conflict here where they're using the power of the city purse as a weapon.
that point in time, they just need to be gone.
Yeah.
Especially when their own wards are being, like looked over. Like your own ward, your own people. I can't, for the life of me, I can't understand that.
Mhm.
I can't. I don't get it.
I mean,
I heard that there were people in the second ward that still have basement issues from that flood or whatnot.
Pump
that
5
happened. Yeah.
failing from the flood in the Flint River.
If I get a call about some stuff like that, I'm not like, I have nothing to do with your house. I work for the school board, but people are like really wanting help.
I mean, and then she, not only are those issues still persisting, she voted against paying them out quickly and easily to get them back to where they need to be. So pay out, give them money so they can have an expert come in, drain their house of raw sewage, and then give them the money to get it professionally cleaned, replace the water heater, washer, dryer, whatever appliances downstairs. She voted against that in her own ward. So her streets are fucked, her people's houses are fucked. Then her people's houses are fucked from everything else that happens in Flint, trees falling on them from unkept lots.
Mind if I address this lady?
It depends what, where, who, what, when.
Shardy Shard. There's a dead deer.
That's a guy. That's Rashard.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't quite
If
see
it's
it that
Shardy,
well.
it's fine.
Yeah.
They say there's a dead deer next to. I can't. Yes. For us, we would call animal control to come pick it up. That way, they can dispose of it properly.
How long has it been dead? Somebody can eat that.
I mean,
probably been a while.
I'm just talking.
Dude,
well,
our dad grew up in
my dad too.
Fort Texas, and he would tell you roadkill pizza's okay.
My dad did too.
So here, animal control, Department of Public Works.
No.
Hell, I mean,
call Tanya Burns. She knows what to do.
Yeah,
like,
literally, just call
knows
Tanya.
what to do.
Just circumnavigate all the bullshit.
She knows what to do. No, I'm not putting everything
straight to the issue.
Just deliver it to the city council meeting.
Take it and drop it off drop it off at City Hall.
No, there's.
Oh, that's what this.
Yes. It's extremely sad because you got so much potential here. You got places that people could live. You got room to grow. You got places where businesses can come in. I mean, you got city councilmen that are willing to give tax breaks to businesses. I'm really not getting why your people aren't coming out and just bringing people in. Your city council people should be dragging companies y'all's way.
Well, they tried with Ashley
out
Capital, but Ashley Capital has turned out to be a poison apple. They're supposed to come in and drop some sort of warehousing type situation here that would bring a couple hundred jobs of moderate, mediocre pay scale. We're talking $18, $20 an hour warehouse job.
I thought it said $15.
Last time I spoke with
okay, I thought I read it said 50, because that pissed me off. Like, you want us to be happy about this shit?
I mean, I'm still not happy with 18 to 22, especially for a warehouse job.
$15 an hour in this day and age, you can't.
No, I mean, even dual income households struggle at that. So these guys are supposed to be coming in. These are the ones buying the Chevy Commons that we, not Chevy Commons, Buick City that we were talking about just before the show.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything from them. They told the city of Flint that they will not buy this property to develop to bring all these supposed jobs here unless the city of Flint spent the money to clean it up. So the city of Flint spent ARPA money. Now it turns out they don't have the actual money to continue on with that project. They're having the state of Michigan pay for it, which means that we as taxpayers of the state of Michigan are paying for it. So they're literally getting a free building, a cleaned up lot for free, discounted, tax break on it, and they're going to come in, rake in money until they've decided they've made their money. Now we've got a big ass abandoned building and people out of jobs again.
You didn't get a contract?
There's a contract. They only have to stick here for so long.
Yeah, 20, 30 years.
Maybe a decade.
Well, I mean, if you're doing all this, you're putting down everything, you need at least a 30-year investment.
No, I think we get a decade.
I don't know, but I know it ain't no 30. I know that, and I also know that nobody has signed up to lease any of that space when they build this, immaculate building that they're going to build for.
I mean, it's going to be great. It's going to be sending rockets up into space for like $10 a pound. It's going to be wiping your ass from a mile away. I think it even has
unicorns and mermaids and shit walking around.
It's got a laser that'll scratch your nose from space. I swear to God, it's going to be perfect.
But okay, what about any other companies? Has nobody else showed interest?
I don't think nobody's coming till we get this water thing straightened out.
Yeah. I can definitely understand that one.
I wouldn't, me personally, if I was a big time business or corporate business owner, whatnot, I'm not coming in here until, for one, the water's fixed, because y'all are gonna mess up my products or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The ground is still contaminated, so I guess that's part of the problem that's all going on over there from but GM left. So would you? Would you?
I would honestly, even if that wasn't an issue, which it is a huge issue, I look at city council and say, no, it's too much of a mess, because 1 week or one city council, you may get amicable and you can come to terms, you can get things done, and you can start making a profit and putting money into the city, right? And then the next council turns around and it's Jekyll and Hyde. Now you've got a monster trying to run you out of the city or crush you, or until you find a stable governance, you're not going to see too many people wanting to come to Flint, which brings me to my next thing. Mundy Township. I'll be honest, until a year ago, I didn't know fucking Mundy existed, guys. It flies that low under the radar. Mundy Township has recently, and the only reason I bring this up is because it's Genesee County and it will affect Flint, but they have recently taken several acres of land, I think a few hundred, maybe more, cleared it out, and they're looking for an out of city, out of state, out of country, or multinational corporation to come in and start manufacturing there. Okay. Sounds great. Until you realize
the taxes are going to go.
They're avoiding Flint, but they're going to want to take Flint employees, because Mundy doesn't have the population for this. It really doesn't. Except they may not even want Flint employees. They may just bring in their own folks.
Yeah.
And if they do want Flint employees, it's literally the disposable employee, tier 1. If I don't like you, or you're starting to get to where you can get benefits, I can kick you out and someone's going to replace you quickly. Almost an Amazon type approach. The only thing Flint's going to get out of this is the 0.5% of income tax per employee that's there that came from Flint. Mundy, I don't know what they'll get. I do know that they're offering major tax breaks, and the state of Michigan is also offering major tax breaks. But this is industrial manufacturing. There's always a byproduct, a waste product, and it's going right next to the Swartz Creek Elementary. We've already got jacked water here. We've already got air quality not all that great, and our ground is, you can dig down about 1.5 feet in certain areas, and you're hitting old oil from the old GM plant. Did you bring your magnets up? We'll go magnet fishing right now.
No, I did not.
We can go drag a couple ancient car batteries out of the Flint River right now. Maybe a few guns too, but we're going off of the contamination. This area is an industrial wasteland that just happens to have a few pretty tall green things growing on it at certain areas.
Don't your
You got new
rivers get
bricks.
dragged?
Don't our what? You both said something, and my mind just short circuited.
Oh, don't they get dragged?
No.
Dragged to dredged,
Dredged, no.
or however you want to pronounce it.
No.
Two different procedures.
No.
Not even
That
when there's
costs
a-
money.
Yeah, not even when there's an oily spill that we go check out. And
Yeah.
Oh, I thought state would take care of that.
No.
It is a state river.
Nope.
or
It's in the
Wildlife
Flint
Commission.
City limit. It is our responsibility.
Isn't there?
There's Eagle and there's obviously the EPA, but look, when what was that other company that was recently just chucking chemicals into
shit, which one? The one you talking about the
like
pla-
last
the
year?
place, the place up on Door Highway that had the drone footage of them, the stuff blowing up, and what place was it? They were doing something with cars, and they were putting the cars in the thing. Was it cars? I think.
Compactor?
Yeah, when they put them in the thing, that like it blew up.
So there's that. There was the Lockhart Chemical. Thank you.
Okay.
Them folks, they were just burying industrial waste off the bank of the river. The EPA came, Kevin, and they said, nothing we can do. They didn't even fine them, as far as I know.
Wow.
I think they got a cease and desist that they promptly ignored. They got a cease and desist from the city, promptly ignored. Then they got it from the county, and that came with the full weight of Sheriff Swanson and the entire sheriff's department.
Seemed
And
like
they
he was
finally
on the ball.
complied. When your city is such a joke that a moderate corporation can tell you to fuck off and laugh at you. Our river, it's got, geez, I think at any given month of the year, you can find at least one body in there. No one cares, dude. It's just where you throw shit. It's where you throw a bike. It's where you throw a used gun. It's where you throw your old truck. It's just the public landfill, basically, here, man.
Melissa says there might be a Costco coming Monday.
I heard that.
It's Monday.
I heard that.
Monday.
Monday Township.
Monday.
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 Yeah, think of it. Say Monday as a North Floridian. Monday.
Oh, Monday.
It's Monday, man.
Hello, Miss Wintus.
So
She's telling
how
you
much
shut
time?
up.
How much time we got? 22 minutes. All right. I really wanted to see what you guys felt about what happened to Eric
Look,
Eric.
Mr. Mays.
Mays.
Okay.
I stepped outside during public speaking. Honestly, a lot of the public speaking around here, I already know what a lot of people are going to say. A lot of people are really upset, especially with the 6. And hearing their points, I love it. At the same time, when I hear the same point reiterated 6 times, I'm going to step outside when I get a moment to talk with Eric, and I'm going to talk with Eric. No offense, you know. I was sitting there with him, and Kevin had just talked with him. And unfortunately, Eric knew who Kevin was, which means that, oops. Anyway, I go there. I'm like, dude, what are you going to do about this? This is some bullshit. And I had just spoken with Art earlier, and Art brought up a good point. And I'm like, all right, dude, are you going to hit him for civil liberty lawsuit? Because they're infringing upon his First Amendment right.
Mm-hmm.
They are literally taking a voice away from someone, a position away from someone just for saying asshole.
I think it's more than that. I think the more famous Eric gets on TikTok, the more viral he goes, the more views he gets, the more pissed off they get.
Oh, yeah.
And the more they want to, the faster they want, the more views he gets, the less time he spends in the meeting.
Here's something I do want to put out to the First Ward residents. It might be time to seriously consider, and I know I'm probably the worst person to say this because you always hear me say taxation is theft. But if you don't have a voice, isn't that part of what America was founded on? We didn't have a voice in Parliament.
That's the reason.
So we said, fuck your taxes.
And we're going to go take somebody else's land and
I mean,
and live
it snowballed crazy like.
Yeah.
But we said, we're not going to pay your taxes because no one is going to speak for us in your little gentleman's club,
Right.
in your little cool kids party.
Yep.
Isn't that exactly what just happened to the first ward?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they say, fuck the property taxes until Eric's back in? Fuck my water bill, possibly. I mean, hell, it's already dirty water anyway. Why are you paying for dirty water?
I don't
And-
even pay my water bill. I ain't gonna play you.
And
I'll pay it when it's time, like when they're about to cut it off. And then
fuck
I pay
this
it.
bullshit income tax. I mean, what city charges a goddamn income tax anyway? You're not that important, I swear to God.
What are they doing with it?
Pissing it away.
Can I make a suggestion for the first ward? Instead of going up and just talking over and over again, do what we did with the British. We started throwing tea into harbor. Why, instead of taking hours into the meeting, go up there, put a tea bag down. Show that we are not going to take it, that you all are not going to take it anymore. Put a tea bag down and see how many tea bags get at the end of the meeting.
The one thing that I have, I don't think that there's enough people that care, and please don't get upset with me for saying this, first word people, but I don't think there's enough people that care enough. You know what I mean? Like Eric is where he is, but you still gotta have support.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you still gotta have support. I mean, you can be a one voice, but 100 voices is better than one.
A council seat is only as effective as the support they get. They support you, you support them. When I was still part of the 6th ward, I was behind Tanya 99% of the time. There are one or two little things I was like, all right, I'm not agreeing with that, but Miss Tanya, I respect you personally. So, we'll part ways for a day or two until something else comes up, and we'll come together on that. First ward needs to show that same love and respect to Eric.
They love him.
They need to come out for him.
Yeah, and again, first word, don't be upset at me for saying that, but it's just like that's what the administration and the other council people and people that are downtown making all the money, that's what they are banking on, that y'all just
the apathy,
living life and don't stick your nose in our business, and we're gonna keep getting rich and keep on giving y'all crumbs, not giving y'all nothing, and y'all keep getting I don't know.
It is a lot of apathy though. Like when you get beaten down for what, 40 years now, since the 80s, when everything started to really, really crumble, eventually you just stop. You tunnel vision on what you can do right now. I can go to work right now. I can do my work. I can get my paycheck. I can get food in my tummy. I can pay my bills. This is all I can fucking control.
That's what people do. They survive. They exist. They don't live life. This is not living life around here. We're surviving. We're existing.
But how many nice people are here? That's just sad.
No, there's a lot of nice people because people are so used to living with shit.
Almost brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah. Like I said, if we go to the north side and we can ride around and I'll show you some of these places, it's like, if you don't care by riding around over here and looking at this and seeing that somebody used to live here. Somebody used to live right here.
I have a question about the city council meeting time.
Oh God.
Why is it, if it's in the middle of the day, you can't get people out?
That's part of the point.
Well, you got to bring it up
and then they jump around. So not only do they jump around times, they jump around days, and they jump around location. Now, there's a supposed reason for that. They are renovating the actual council chambers, but why are they going from county building to dome to dome to county building to county building to dome?
I just can't figure out why they're in the dome. There's plenty of other places you could go, like a high school that would be better equipped. Auditorium, there's got to be a better place than the dome because acoustic sucks. There's not enough room at the table for Mr. Mays. There's got to be a better place, and I'm willing to bet if you ask some people, you could find a better place.
What about and this is just because.
And they're renovating their own stuff before renovating the roads?
Yeah, with ARPA funds too.
Yeah, that
I don't quite get what that is.
ARPA
but-
funds damn near every city in
They need
America
to get
received
Paul
a
some
chunk
new
of
cameras
money.
and some new microphones too with that ARPA money too.
America
They
Rescue
need to
Plan.
do-
So that massive omnibus spending bill during COVID
Yeah.
that gave people stimuluses. It also gave cities stimuluses based on population, poverty rate, so many other things to help stabilize their economies after the impact of COVID, because mom and pop shops shut down. A lot of things weren't able to be done. This was to bring everyone back up on track to where they were supposed to be, if not better, before COVID.
All right,
That's a
getting
good
back
point.
to the equipment he was talking about.
Mhm.
You said cameras. Is everybody going to be able to use those? You guys going to be able to hook up your phones
No,
up to
they,
them? And
No, just the guy that does that streams everything.
Yeah, so
Like you got viewfinders.
He's
The little
got-
Viewmaster, the little thing that used to have you put the little thing in, and
uh,
that's the quality of.
it looks like a Nokia phone. Mhm.
do I
Who's
have
gonna be
to
that
live
person?
here?
I mean,
Who's that person? Okay, so look,
I would like to put my
if we
hat
got
in.
if we about to put somebody in to make $100,000 to run some damn cameras, why
Once
they
a
can't
week?
fix the streets how they supposed to? Where's the DPW dude that's supposed to be riding around saying, "Hey, look, this shit ain't done right."
I
You
mean,
gonna pay somebody $100,000 to run some cameras?
I would
Um,
honestly be appreciative of a man with a bag of concrete and several gallons of water finding these massive ass potholes, filling a 5-gallon bucket with concrete, pouring it in there, putting a cone around it, and letting it cure for a day. It'll break less.
the guy's getting paid $100,000.
To basically record and stream city council meetings
No, I'm
onto
thinking
YouTube.
about time. Per how much money he's making per hour? How many meetings are going to be held there? Just the city council?
Just city
Once a week?
council.
The
So
city council
one-
only get 27,000, 30,000, something like that.
So 3 hours a week, $100,000.
No, they be there for a long time though.
Okay, even one day, whole 24 hours. That's all you're doing, 24 hours in a week, and you're still getting paid 100,000.
But city council is there at that same amount of time. Not saying that they need to get a raise. I'm saying like the guy that does the camera work, this the what is it? The tech guy is going to get $100,000, and you got that's 4 salaries.
And that's a contract even. So
That
there's
sounds like a brother-in-law job. I'm glad you understood what I meant.
Oh, what you say? He fired his brother-in-law. Yeah.
It's probably a niece job. It's probably a niece job then, niece or nephew.
How much did the DPW director supposed to get paid? How much did they get paid?
Give me a second.
You
Let
know
me
what?
see what I can find.
I mean, I know we don't have one, but how much would that position pay?
DPW.
Okay, so why can't we hold off? They doing straight with the Windows phones that they got down there recording meetings for now. Why can't we just hire a DPW dude, ride around, make sure the roads are straight, make sure the curbs and you know what I'm saying? Like why is that not a priority?
Oh.
Do y'all am I making
So-
sense?
Yeah, you make sense.
Over the past average 10 years, it has averaged out to be $70,530. The last one that this site is keeping track of is $80,544 a year for the DPW director.
So the dude that makes that controls the cameras makes more than the dude that ride around and inspect. No, not Paul. The new dude. The new dude is gonna get more than the dude that inspects the roads and inspects.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, don't feel bad. We kind of have that where I'm from too. We just hired a city manager for $238,000 that didn't meet the qualifications. We had 2 qualifications. They want a bachelor's degree and 3 years experience. We got 50 applicants. 49 of them were qualified. The one guy who wasn't got the job.
He's
And
the
then I
homeboy.
was like, when you told me about that,
That's the
I was
homeboy.
literally about to pop up and go, Kevin, I'm really proud of your city. You guys just hired an outside firm to come in for like $230,000 to organize your budget, cut waste, do this, do that, the third. They finished early, and then they finished under budget, and then they saved you money in the budget far more than what they charged you. I was like, damn, that's great. Flint could do that. And then you tell me that manager, I'm like, shit. Dude, you took one step forward, one step back. This ain't the hokey pokey.
Yep, we all going to get turned around.
I mean,
whoa, what?
What happened?
Manpower.
Oh yeah. So
CFO. See the CFO, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh man,
our charter
really
says
need
you
start
have to
applying
have
for jobs here.
municipality experience before we can hire you on into such a high position. So you'd basically work for the city or another city in a lower position, get that time in, get your degree or whatever the hell you're supposed to have, and then you would apply for, the CFO position. She goes, nah, fuck that. Hold my beer, watch this shit. And she just walks right in. She puts on her finest lot lizard attitude.
You gonna get banned.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. She puts on her finest temp
Pretty
worker
girl.
attitude and says, give me this job. And they did. That was all it was.
So wait a minute. So look, this is thank you. Thanks, Winters. So the exempt pay scale that they passed, $750,000 budget that they got from Mott. The grant, yeah, that they got from Mott. So the dude that's gonna be doing the cameras is gonna come out of the $750,000 budget, right? I mean grant.
That is.
But
What's the
wait.
three other jobs that are getting
Let's-
paid $100,000?
Let's hit up backwards. Let's hit rewind on this VHS for a second. So how much of our budget that council just recklessly passed was for salaries?
They don't know.
Is this fuck?
They just said it passed.
Did this money just turn redundant?
Yes.
Is everyone getting double pay now, or is that pay coming back to the city, or is that just slipping into someone's extra pocket?
And went to the city. They getting paid more for the city than the county. Than the county. Yep.
Mhm.
He did
I
say
mean,
that.
How much is our mayor getting paid? $125,000 currently a year.
Sounds like you guys need a forensic accountant around here.
Yeah, and a comptroller.
Well, that'd be cool.
A cost of living raise. No, you don't. Who was there? Are you talking about?
I got 1%.
Look, when your
22
yearly
cents.
salary can just straight up walk in and buy a Corvette without taking out a loan, while people are struggling just to get a loaf of fucking bread, you don't need a cola. Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I got 22 cents.
I didn't know that.
Without naming, daughter of mine has a friend. This young lady, her family can't afford period products for her. Her family can't afford food most of the time for all their children to have a full belly at least once a day. And this cocksucker is saying he needs a cost of living allowance because his city vehicle. Oh, wait, he doesn't pay for that. Well, the gas for his city, never mind. He doesn't pay for that. So what the fuck does this asshole need a cost of living allowance for? Is Fenton raising his taxes? Well, he can fucking afford them. That has me upset. That really does piss me off.
Some people aren't set in reality.
Okay, so
Well, maybe if she had a primary job instead of living off
read
her
this?
laurels of some bullshit
Can I read
degree.
this?
It's posted on Flint Politics Reboot. Go ahead and read it.
Okay, I'm just gonna read the first paragraph or the first little stanza. No, I
Let
just
them
see
know
the
what
grant
you're
payments.
reading.
Okay, so this right here is from the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation to the Honorable Sheldon Neely, Mayor of the City of Flint, and this says the project is Financial Recovery Technical Assistance Grant number 2023 blah blah blah. Dear Mayor Neely, we are pleased to inform you that the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation has approved a grant the amount of $750,000 to the City of Flint for the above referenced project for the period of January 1, 2023 through June 30, 2024. Grant payments. The grant will be paid upon receipt of your acceptance. How fast do you think they're going to accept this? It's already been accepted.
How fast can you hit that paper with a rubber stamp?
Okay, no conditions.
No conditions.
Nan condition. Gotta go north side. Nan condition.
Nan. You don't know Nan?
Oh shit.
I mean, that almost sounds like no conditions on this paper.
Hold
I'll
on.
give you
Look
This
how
is
much they got for wages.
$410,000,
You can't make this shit up.
so
but it's no time for overtime. Part-time wages. Part-time employees only get $20,000.
A year or a month?
For that year.
from this grant. That's not to
Optical
mention
insurance, $466 for your.
If you making that much, you don't need no damn insurance.
You right, but still, like this should who pays attention to these breakdowns like this?
Nobody but us.
This is
ATN News Media
this is
Group.
crazy. But again, this is the type of stuff that got me interested. When I got on the board and I went through the audit and I'm going through paperwork and I'm looking at, wait a minute, line items. Thanks, Trevor. Line items is like, this stuff don't make no sense.
what is it
Makes
that you and I have been saying for about a year now? Follow the money.
Follow the money.
So
Where did it all go? You've been following
somebody
it.
got $60,000.
Flint,
Somebody,
Flint just got a 6-digit check from Mott. Someone's going to tell me that we're not in Mott's pocket.
And
I mean,
60%
straight
of it goes to
dead
wages.
face, deadpan, serious eyes. You're going to try to tell me what now?
60% of it goes to wages.
Look, there is no way in hell you can look me dead in the face and say that X is giving Y 6 digits and Y doesn't owe a favor. I'll call you a liar straight to your face.
Well,
I got some fucking land. I got some beach land for you in Arizona if you believe that dog shit.
Allegedly, we got some council people that took, they got,
Oh, on the sly with their campaign donations
yeah,
from Ashley?
yeah.
Capital?
So
Remind me again, which numbers were those, 2 and 3?
that's allegedly those are the only ones that we know about right now.
Didn't 3 also catch a decent sized grant and is mowing lawns, catching money for that?
Clean and green.
Yeah, it sounds like he is living fat as a pig off the people's hard work.
I heard he had Escalade.
Damn, those are nice.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Selling out, man.
I would really like one.
A couple summers ago, he had that little Mustang,
Dude,
that I saw him.
I'm going to tell you I'm in my 30s without telling you I'm in my 30s. If I had that kind of money, I'd go buy a Dodge Viper.
Yeah, you would
Forget an
wrap
Escalade.
that around something really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
He only got one brake light though, but it's an Escalade.
It's a new one. That's because the brakes cost $3,000. The brake lights, that shit is expensive.
Brake
Never
light.
mind, I don't want one now.
Yeah, the
long ones.
Them the new ones.
Yeah. Oh,
Them the new
God.
ones.
Look, if he
but
can't,
he does have a job, but he work in the shop though too.
He work at Lear.
Okay.
I mean, if he can't figure out how to replace that light, Quincy, I'm pretty sure you can
They're
ask
expensive.
Judy. You can come on over to my place. I'll unfuck it for you, buddy.
Yeah, they.
She'll tell you my address.
I didn't know that, man.
But
Hey, if you got it, go ahead and get it, man.
in
Nobody making you-
response,
Go ahead.
if I repair this for you, you have to tell me why you didn't start up the investigation into bid rigging after the election, as you said. That's a fairly cheap deal, right?
You talking about for the cars?
For the cars.
Yeah.
$500,000 contract. What was it? The purchasing manager's husband's work, Al Sarah, was the only one that actually received the offer to place in a bid. And
wait, Quincy said, wasn't he one of the ones that said that
he's the one that called it up?
They said that they had sent them to all of the dealerships and stuff like that?
Yeah, she said that she dropped them off in person.
Who was
drove
that?
around? The purchasing manager.
Right. Okay. So Quincy was the one that was questioning it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He called it up and said, "What the hell's going on here, guys? This is a little fucked up. Why is only one company responding to this bid? I don't think this is right." Very next week.
We got this Escalade for you right here.
Very next week, he backs off. Very next week.
I'm just saying.
And then
take that back. I'm sorry. I was just being funny. Let me take that. I was just being funny.
I mean, it is a car dealership.
Yeah, but I don't like saying not facts. So let me just. Yeah,
Because you don't know what Councilman Quincy Murphy got in his pocket.
Yeah, let me. So I actually, I like
appreciate
Quincy. So
you
I'm
going up there on
I'm
your,
sorry. I'm sorry.
your
I was just being
podcast.
funny. I really was just being funny.
No, I'm still being funny. You can come to my place. I'll unfuck that brake light for you, buddy. You just have to tell me why there hasn't been an investigation. That's all you have to do.
Let me also add this. I got my Black Forces on today. If y'all know, some of y'all know what that means. Black Air Force One. Some of y'all know what that means.
Even I know that shit,
Some
man.
of y'all know what that means. Hold on. Some of y'all know what that means. I quit. I'm gonna put it back on now. Some of y'all know what that.
You're
Flip-flop.
We ready to put in the work.
He got on a Hawaiian shirt and a flip-flop. Kevin Roy said, I ain't scared of no Air Force.
See, ready to work. Ready
We're
to
all
work.
just taking off our shoes here.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's a little weird.
No, Trevor, don't take off your shoes.
He did. He just put it up here.
Yeah, I just threw an entire work boot up here.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I'm the one without a job. Go figure.
Yeah. I was just being funny though, y'all. I was just being funny though.
Hey, smile and laugh.
Hey, look at Shardy. I love Black Forces.
Sorry.
Who? Yeah, I really was
Y'all
just
on your
playing.
little
though.
podcast.
I really was just
Mr.
playing.
Y'all don't know. Y'all can't
Mike.
count my money.
Yeah, I don't want to count your money. I
Y'all
really
don't
was
know
playing.
what I'm doing.
You sitting here, he takes personally. All right.
Well,
I mean-
I sometimes I'll text him sometimes and he'll text back. So he might not now, but really I was just playing though. I really was just trying to be funny. I don't want to.
Man,
I don't want to make no more enemies. I got enough.
look, it's Friday. It's Trevor's Rant. We're here to make people laugh over events of the week and my a little disproportionate emotional reactions there into it. It's known this is comedy. He can get over it. I've really been surprised that a lot of your responses regarding Councilman Murphy, President Michael Clack, it's really not a good look.
I said I was playing.
Let the man joke around.
And it's a.
I also said I like Quincy. Like I was just playing.
Look, this isn't city council. Don't censor the man. He didn't say asshole.
Flint would not exist if it were not for the Mount Foundation.
Oh,
What are they doing right
troll. It's fine. Don't feed the troll.
now? Okay.
Go find a bridge. Live under it.
Again, I said I was just playing. And anyone
Well-
that really knows me knows that I have a sense of humor that I'm very in tune with. So whoever that is, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not, but
the thing is no matter what, somebody's going to hate you.
Yeah.
And if there isn't a person hating you, you're not doing your job
There you
properly.
go.
right.
Speak.
So they might
So-
hate Michael Clack, but they put President Clack on there.
Da da da
You
da
know,
da
so-
da
You
da
gotta
da
do is say
da.
what Liddell said.
I'd vote for
It
you.
don't matter what I do outside of there, outside of your seat. Because when you come up in the school council, school board meeting, you're President Michael Clack. Just like she said, she was a doctor. It don't matter who she done cussed out before the meeting, as long as she don't cuss them out
Yeah,
while she's chairing.
yeah, yeah. No, I just
You're covered.
Look, you're friendly with Quincy. That's cool. If you can't make jokes about your friends, then are they your friends? I mean, I'm pretty sure the man's going to snap one or two jokes back.
So
That's what friends do.
Yeah.
I don't want to
And
say
it's
that we're
no one
friends.
else's
I just,
business.
we've,
I mean,
we've
you're on
been-
friendly terms.
Right.
There's some people that I'm acquaintances with. I'm friendly terms, and I make jokes about them often.
Mhm.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Oh, you can kiss my ass.
See,
But
there we go.
I just was being funny, man. So those of you that got offended, well, not y'all, but Councilman Murphy, I care about that. So
Yeah, people not Councilman Murphy.
So I don't want to get y'all
grow some thicker
censored,
skin.
or I would tell you what I think about that.
yeah. So
Yeah, I think that's gonna end us out,
what's
right?
this? That might be true. Some people, arguably, he might be a little bit too emotional, or he might, but everybody's constitutional right. If he ran, he won. He can, he's serving. So, now everything else that happens under that, if ain't nobody, if there's no check and balance, if there's no oversight, if there's no, hey, you did wrong, y'all get your money then. Everybody else doing it.
So, looking at Kevin this entire week must have been for y'all what is like hanging out with me a year ago. Now, I might have lived in Flint. I didn't go nowhere.
But you didn't see.
know no
you
one.
didn't
I
know
didn't see
Flint.
shit.
Yeah, you didn't see Flint. Yeah.
Is so hanging out with my brother, running him around town, saying, "Yeah, this is here. This is here. This is a cool thing here." But anything fun we want to do, we got to go out of town because Flint's broke as fuck. It's been kind of eye opening. It's been fun.
Did y'all hear about the police chase the other night?
Yeah.
The one that went all the way from the north side to the Bishop Airport?
Yeah.
How?
No.
With the
Yeah.
roads how they are, I mean, you figure
It's-
somebody would get a flat tire.
Yeah, I just happened to personally
Probably
see
2 or
it.
3
I
cop
was
cars.
doing my weekly ride around at 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm like, dang. Like it was like a train of, it was. I think Mott had a police in that chase. U of M Flint had a car up in there. Everybody was chasing that dude.
Going off of both of you there, all them cars that chase flat tires hitting them potholes. I know I felt my wallet cry out in pain on them taxes paying for those cop car tires.
Oh shoot, yeah. Like,
No,
what do you think about the bricks?
fuck them bricks. Look, the
They
old
like
bricks.
the same bricks.
The old bricks were smoother. I'm not even kidding you. Yeah, they had that dip, they had that bump, they had that like jangled tooth one. All right, cool, whatever. But then you get to the new ones, you're like, I mean, look, I'm not making fun of no one with no condition, but I felt like I had epilepsy for a minute.
What company did the bricks? We out of time. What company did those bricks? Like who did that?
Fucked up masonry LLC.
Who did that? Somebody got paid.
I'm sorry, fucked up masonry LLC. No one get offended for them, please.
Do you guys agree? Because I really don't know. Were the bricks were made for horse and buggies and not for cars? Do you guys agree with that?
These new
statement?
bricks?
The bricks,
Bricks, period.
downtown.
No.
They were not made for the strength of a car or a semi. It was for horses and
Yeah.
buggies.
I mean,
But you can't drive a semi downtown, can you?
all right, let me hit you with this, Wintus. The Romans, about 2,000 years ago, were building roads out of brick, and they're still good today. They're still flat and even today.
Mm.
I just feel we're too stupid to do it right. Might as well use asphalt because it's cheaper and it don't take up as much time.
And there ain't nobody that's saying, hey, this is messed up. Do this shit again. Pick this shit up. You
No.
see this ain't like this. It ain't nobody
complain about them bricks. They'll slice you up on Facebook. Don't complain. The bricks is history. They're
Okay,
historic. Back to the bricks.
cool. How about you paint it asphalt or you make it asphalt, pave it, and then you paint on some goddamn bricks. Oh wait, nope.
thought that's what
Cars
they
slide
do.
around on that. All right, you know what? It's been fun. See you guys next week. Kevin, thanks for being here. Mr. Clack, thanks for being here.
I thank y'all for inviting me on.
Yeah.
Sorry about Wednesday, guys. I was trying to spend some family time, and my happy ass didn't get out of bed in time. So I did done fuck that up. We'll be back next Wednesday. And you know what? Trolls, go find a bridge. Everyone else, have a great day.
Yeah, put that up there. Who is this person?
No one knows. We don't know.
Troll
The
needs to go
masked
find a
troll
bridge.
with no picture.
We put our faces out.
Green swamp donkey.